The Love of a Lifetime. Written by Mary Fitzgerald. Read by Gordon Griffin. The moral right of the author has been asserted. Chapter 1. I've just come from the doctor's surgery, where my death sentence has been read out. The intervening time between judgment and last breath might be longer than the judicial 3 weeks that a murderer used to get. But I know that there is no chance of an appeal. "You've had a good innings, Mr. Wilde," said the doctor, folding up the letter from the hospital and putting it away in its small brown envelope. "I know," I growled. "Of course I know. I'm old and sick, and I've been the one insistent that he tell me the truth. But I didn't want to hear it. Who would? We can arrange help for you. At home, or perhaps—" He paused. "You might consider residential care?" I didn't waste any time on that. No! I got up from the uncomfortable plastic chair and headed for the door. "Good afternoon, Doctor." Sitting in the back of the taxi on the way home, while the winter rain rattled against the windscreen, I thought about the short time that I had left. How to use it, how to fill the 2 or 3 months before I become hopelessly dependent and have to be hospitalized. My first thought was to get away. I could return to India, live out my last days in a country I have loved almost better than my own. To die in India wouldn't be so bad. It would be a quiet death, without fuss. And after, my body could lie on a wooden bier, garlanded in pale blue smoke as a simple fire crackled beneath. Perhaps my soul would fly away across some holy river to a new life. No bother or commotion. I would be merely another old man who had lived beyond his allotted time. It's tempting. But I know it cannot be. I have one last duty to perform, a duty that through reticence and cowardice I have balked from fulfilling. I have to explain what happened. Tell all the dreadful secrets that have festered in my heart and in my head for so many years. They've lessened me, I know that, when I could have been so different. But fair play, those secrets were not mine to tell. I kept them from the family, for our respectability, even when the best of us and the worst had gone. And soon I'll be gone too, and the wilds of Manor Farm will become a fading memory, and I can't allow that, not without telling how things were, and how they should never have been. I have more paper than this blue writing pad. On the table in front of me is a pile of unused desk diaries, gifts from a feed company I ceased to patronize years ago. They'll do. A wealth of unused pages ready for me to fill. What does it matter if I scribble over the dates? I can fill them with my memories. Outside, the rain has changed to snow, muffling all sound, and I'm alone in my kitchen in the early twilight. My kitchen? This dear room where once long ago I fell in love with a girl in a ragged blue dress. I was born in the snowy week before Christmas in the year 1905, the youngest child of 3. Marion, who was then 11, always said that particular Christmas was the most memorable of her life. She never went so far as to say that her witness of my birth put her off childbearing, but maybe it was so. Albert Baker hinted more than once, always jokingly, that she'd been turned against men by her brothers, and one in particular. I assumed that he meant me. I sometimes wondered about the gap between Marion and us boys, but I found out later that there had been 3 other babies who died. At first I only knew about the twins, but then, from family gossip, I heard about another one. It seemed that a baby boy, who was baptized
Sample complete. Ready to continue?